Alright, we're going to be streaming Obsidian. We're going to be streaming 45 plugins because I have to experiment just to show that I have all the plugins, browse, and 45 plugins have been installed. Just to show you every single one of them. These are all of them. Pause at any point if you feel like you need to know which ones are which. I have installed all 45 of these because I feel like these are useful. And we're going to experiment with it. We're going to see how each one is and if it's useful or not useful. Even though I've specifically chose all these to see which one is useful. Just to be safe, I need to know if it's actually streaming. And 4K, yes. Cool. So it is streaming in 4K, so everything is good. Now we can experiment. So what do I mean by experiment? So first things first, I'm going to go and do, so I'm going to do a new folder. I'm going to call this plugin experiments. Now I wish I could organize it, but I need to code my own to be able to move it to its own section. Because you see new to old doesn't do it. New to old, created, old to new, it doesn't do it. So I haven't been able to find a plugin that does that. So I have to code my own, probably using ChatGPT or something, but it should be fine. So first off, what we want to do is we want to do the markdown folder because this can be very useful for me. So now it's a folder within the actual note itself, the actual folder itself. So you see how, let's create a new one real quickly. So let's create a folder and just call it test. Alright. You see how when I click it, it doesn't open up any note or anything like that. But when I click on plugin, it opens up an actual note that I can type. See? So now if I were to go to, say, here, calendar, and then I were to go back to plugin experiment, we are in here, which doesn't have any notes or folders or anything right now, but this is the actual folder. So this is, if I'm going to show you real quick, if I remember which plugin, it is folder notes, this one. Folder notes is the plugin for what I just did. It creates a folder within the, it creates a note within the folder. See, hide folder notes, do all this. Bold folder in the path, make the folder name bold in the path above a note. Cursor, okay. So now we're gonna actually experiment on each of them. So first plugin, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a new note. Oops. We're gonna drag that into here, and then we're gonna rename it, and we're gonna check real quickly the first plugin. So browse to this. I'm gonna filter alphabetical. So advanced slides. So advanced slides. So let's change that to plugin. So what does this do? So basically it's as it says. So let's go ahead and let's call this like This is a slide. We are testing. How are you today? Test 1, 2, 3, third, fourth, fifth. Wow, I haven't had to spell numbers. It doesn't even know what it is as well. Fifth. Oh my god. 5, 5th. There we go. 5th. Okay, so that's what it is, right? And then what we do is the show slide preview. So right here. So now it's a slide. So I don't know if there's another option. So what we can write is we can do bold and we can do this. Wait a minute. Why is it doing the small bold? Okay, hold on. This plugin just makes the notes you are in into a slide to present, basically. Actually, I don't want to bold it. What I want to do is I want to make it bigger. So right, so sometimes there's two plugins that are going to do it. So now, there you go. This plugin just makes the notes you are in into a slide for you to present, basically, which is now, if you look over here, is toggle notes canvas. So now I could draw, do whatever I want, click undo after. Chalkboard, you can do a chalkboard and you can be like sup. You can do sup. This, so if I go ahead and undo again and then click this, it's just how many slides there are. So pretty sure if you were to make another note right now within this folder, it would show you the next page, which we can actually test real quickly. Do that, put it in real quick. So now if I go ahead and do the two of them together and do that. I guess not. Plugin just makes a nose. What if I do enough to a point that I need another page? It didn't give me directions on how to do another page, but it's doing a presentation at least. And then you can click on open in browser. You can split down the right. You can print it as a presentation or export as HTML. You can have a grid, and then you can refresh the slides. Now, is that going to be useful? Not really sure unless you're presenting your notes to somebody, but it's there, it's useful, it's there. Next. So we can close this, and let's go ahead and go on to the next plugin. So the next plugin that we have, display the page link to Hope again. Now this will be interesting because these are new ones. Well, somewhat new. Here's some released. Smart links. There's all these right now, but there's no point in having them. So now next is advanced tables. So what is advanced tables? So let's first off advanced tables, right? So what is this gonna do? So browse and then go here, advanced tables. So advanced tables, how to use a table, right? So so it'll have a little thing in the top from what it seems once enabled. So what we're gonna do is advanced tables, enable, settings, bind, right, all of that. Buy me a coffee as well if you want to support the creator, which you can do. But let's go ahead and do this. So it will, from what I just saw, pop up a grid right here. So bloop. Now what I do is consider row. Cursor must be in a table. So well, I'm learning this as I go as well. So bear with me as I do this as well. So in order to use it, so hotkeys. This is useful if you want to make tables, but I don't really have a use for tables right now, which is why I didn't learn it. It's a little annoying to do as well. I thought it would just make a table and then you're able to do it, but it is useful when you need it. So to create a table, create a single. So in order to do it, so create a single. So hold on. So we're just gonna copy this to be safe. So now, right? So to create a table, create a single, right? Which is just this real quickly. Heading. There we go. And then you'll be able to make the table any way you want. Right? And then from there, wait, okay, I'm in the table, right? Or not. So I'll press enter. Oops. Enter. Right, and then if I do one more, so you're entering headings and pressing tab until all the headings are created. Press enter to go to the first row. Continue filling cells as before and press enter again for each row. Yeah. So now I would press enter and you get it, right? And then to make the actual table, 1, 2, 3. Right, see how it's making it, bloop, bloop. So what I could do is I could follow his thing exactly as well. So let's do something else. So item, so no. So you would do this, item, tab, right? Then you would do this, games, tab, wait, no. This, then tab, then enter. Alright, then you would enter, you would do item, item 2, then like that. And just to be safe, you do something like that, and there you go, you would be making the graph basically. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this wrong, but it is useful if people want to make a graph. So I would do this right now. I'm in it though, see? So I think I'm doing it wrong. So I go back, advanced tables. So we're just gonna watch this real quick. So he does that, does apples, he does all that real quick. 1, oranges, 3, bananas. Alrighty. Huh. Yeah, I'm not gonna know every plugin, but it is useful. It is advanced tables. It is tables in case people want tables or something. Yeah, I'm probably doing it wrong. If I were to click this right now. Oh, okay, you know what? That's even better actually. So, well, you can ignore this part. So, ignore that. What you can do is right click. You can click insert table, and now you could go. And then if I really want to add more, you would add another like so. Like that, like that. That was way more useful actually than everything else. Because wow. So that's saving time there for number 2. So now browse. Now we do number 3. So this plugin automatically fetches the web page to extract link titles when they're pasted, creating a markdown link with the correct title. So as you're seeing here, you know, however, I don't need this one, but it's not as important, but I have it just in case. I'm also kind of not liking the fact that when I click on a new note, it's not doing the note. There we go. So this one is going to be called the auto link title. And that's what it is. So basically automatically title new links. So this plugin automatically fetches the website to extract links. So let's say, you know what? Let's enable real quickly. Let's go ahead and let's do my website. Actually, you know what? Let's just do Obsidian to be safe. So all links. So standard paste, all link title paste. This plugin, when pasting, the plugin fetches the page and retrieves the title resulting in paste of. Yeah, so test. There you go. Just like that. And then it opens it up. So, is it useful? Do I think it's useful? Well, let's find out right now. So, if we go to a browser, we go here. Let's just do file color. Let's copy share link real quickly. And then Control V. So, it doesn't do the links like normal links. Unless there's an option for it. Preserve color, selection style, use experimental scraper seems to work well on desktop and on mobile. Use better fetching placeholder when a more readable placeholder. Yeah, so it only works for websites, clearly. So downside is only works for websites. Only it won't for say plugin links or links to stuff that aren't Alright, so it's useful. It's not the best, but it's useful for now. Which is good. It's useful. Next plugin. In fact, we're going to put this at the very top. So, bloop, bloop, and then bloop. Okay, next, we're going to do a new note. Okay, that's one plugin I also have to find, is to let me be able to just make a note while I'm in a note, if that's making sense. So, next plugin. So I have all of them. But, you know, we get to enable them slowly and find out which is the best. So now, banners. And an image to your note. An Obsidian plugin to add banner images and icons to your note. Within an open note, you can use the add / command / change banner with local image. Solid, gradient, exception. So to do this, within an open note, you can use add / change banner with local image command to select a local image as a banner for your note, or you can copy an image URL and run the paste banner from clipboard. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch this again. So he's doing hashtag a little presentation wouldn't hurt, right? So paste banner. No, so Command P, no. Give me a second. I forgot the one command. Control P, right? Control P, Control P, right? But it's not working. Is it Alt or Shift P? No. No. Okay, so settings, hotkeys. I forgot what it is called. Add/change banner with local image blank. So press a hotkey. So what do I want to do for the hotkey? That's not what I wanted to do. No. Unlock. So shift. Really? Shift plus end. That's fine. So shift and pick an image to use as a banner. So hold on. So an image. So let's go ahead and just get an image real quick. I should just put the Obsidian icon in here real quick. Right, and then control. Okay, I'm probably doing this very much wrong. I'm definitely doing it wrong. So, real quick. Remove, right? So real quick. Remove paste banner from clipboard. Oops. So add the Obsidian icon. I see. Right? And then command, no, control, no, shift. Wait, but I have it right here. Command C. Command C, just in case we're gonna copy. No, we're gonna copy. Yeah, we copied it. So now the image, right? So we would click on that and then control 2. Your clipboard didn't have a valid URL. So, bloop. No, it's not working. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. I might be doing it wrong. Whoops. That's okay. I don't expect to do it correctly because I'm gonna edit the video and actually show each of the plugins. So first off, I would have this. No, you know what I would do? So I would do a new note. No, new folder. Images, right? So images, and then a new note. Images, right? So images would be right there. And then I would go to my plugins. I call this banners. And then Control 1. Nice, see, it's not doing it right. I don't think it's doing it. I think the banners thing is broken. When was this updated? That's updated a year ago. Now if I go to the repository issues. Yeah, okay, so yeah, okay, so there's a pixel banner. Hold on. Pixel banner. So there's this one, but I mean, it has 8,000 people. Okay, so I didn't test all of them, but it seems like this one is going to be a potential plugin. So I would go to homepage, plugins, and potentially download it. So bloop, bloop, then parentheses, oops, parentheses, the link, bloop, and there we go. Okay, so plugins, banners, no go for now. Alright, so next one, new note. So, what's next? We have so many to go. 3. So we have 3 so far that we did. Let's browse all of the ones that have been installed. So banners was next. So beauty. Oh my god, beauty tab. Last updated 9 months ago. And I checked the code and everything. This is safe as well. 25,000 people installed. But I will check the GitHub in case something is wrong. Quotes and backgrounds are not working. Insert workspace. Use file paths instead of basics for full images. Okay, use local image. Yeah, so this one might not work as well. So, uh, So it doesn't work anymore. I don't expect them all to work. I mean, we're exploring 45 plugins that were supposed to be useful last year, and this is a new year, and I'm noticing some of them are not actually working anymore. So they're just gonna be there, you know? That's another thing that Obsidian has to fix. If a plugin no longer works, they should no longer have it on their community plugins list. They should have this code does not work anymore, but if you want to copy and fix it, go ahead type of section. So beauty tab is no more. Now better word count. So this one obviously works. Better word count, see? Characters right there in the corner, blah blah blah. Which I have word count and stuff. When you select text, it will count the selected word instead of the whole document. So, just to be safe, it was a year ago. We checked GitHub. Can words generated by capture support daily count? Let's go add metrics. Okay, so this one's still getting people. It's 417,000. So enable options, collect statistics, reload required for change to take effect. Turn on to start collecting data statistics you're writing, stored in the path specific below. Page word count, set how many words count as one page. Display section word count, turn on if you want to display section word counts next to heading. So we don't really have a mess of anything right this second, but basically what it does is if we make a new note, drag it in here, and then we call it the better word count. Right, and then we go here, here, and we get better word counts, and we're just gonna copy this real quick. Right, and bloop, and then bloop. So now word counts. So, right, but if I highlight this, it'll only show 68 words, 159. Actually, I think the current word count does it better. I mean, does it now because it's no longer. Oh. Wait a minute, what's this one for? Wait, I can't. Oh. Oh, okay. So this one is just for my thing over here. Although I don't know why I can't move the bar right now for some reason. Which see menu. Yeah, weird. I can't change it from here. I'll go to tab 1. Although that is interesting. So better word count, yeah, so there we go. This is the normal one. My preview things. Backlinks. And yeah, okay. Well, not the most useful one until we go here. Better word count. Turn on if you want to display section word counts. Don't know what that actually does. 69. Oh, so if I were to do. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Now if I were to do. So section word counts, because this is a section right now. So 2 hashtags, section, and it would tell you how many you have in terms of words in that section, which is actually pretty useful compared to the other thing. So cool. So better word count. What better word count does, this plugin is the same as the built-in word count plugin, except when you select text, it will count the selected word instead of the whole document. I recommend turning off the built-in word count because this plugin is designed to replace that. This plugin has the ability to store statistics about your vault. So it's this one out of the both of them, from what it seems. This is just my other plugin for here, C menu. And here's the options. So reload required to change tick effect, the location of the vault statistics file related to the vault root. Right? Yep. So display section word count. Don't count comments. Turn on if you don't want to mark down comments to be counted. A reload required to change to take effect. Turn on to start collecting daily statistics of your writing stored in a path specified. So everything else in here is not really needed. Words and note, select the counter to display. Current note. Cumulative statistics displayed on the status bar. Editing markdown note. Yep. Here you can compensate what statistics displayed on the status bar when editing markdown file. Tool notes. Files and total involved, prefix, and all that. So yeah. As for this guy right here in the corner, because this one is the one that can't be selected. And then this is the one that can be. Next plugin. So note. So what is the next one? Is the question. Better word count. So now mine right here, what it did was I coded a plugin to. So I'm just gonna show mine real quickly. So show system information. And basically what my plugin does is it shows total storage that I have on my system, which is 930 gigs. 930 gigs. I have free storage is 68.91 available gigabytes, and then vault storage used 0.06. Vault free space is 68.85. Storage is 92.59% used. Vault storage is 0.01% used. Why do I have it like this in CPU usage? Because I like to know my information all the time. I like to have all my information on my storage all the time on the corner. It's very useful for, let's say you're adding a lot of images or something to your vault. You'll know exactly how much your vault is using in terms of gigabytes. And right now the vault is only using 0.06. And then your actual vault storage, how much your vault is using for your actual hard drive. And I'm only using 0.01% of my total storage that I have free, which is 68%, 68 gigs right now. So it's doing 0.01% of my storage used. Okay, why is that useful? Because that's very useful in case people are doing a lot of photos. And it's my own coded one, and I will most likely upload it to the plugin thing. Next, this is another plugin I made. Now, it doesn't work right now, just, you can change anything you want. It doesn't really matter right now. What it's supposed to do is supposed to change. So I have notes section, subfolder, and then resize plugin settings. Why? And then presets right here. And save custom preset. We'll call this G. Alright, and then presets, and then there we go. And why do I have this? And then goals, things like that. But now people are about to question, why do I have this? So what I was gonna do next is I was gonna make sure it works and folder resize. So you see how this is all like this right now? So what I would do is I would resize the folders. Then I would be able to choose my color for each of the folder. I can, RGB any color if I wanted. And then I could disable or enable if I wanted. Why is that useful? Because why not? Then I could do a preset thing right here where it'll do presets and it'll set it up. And I basically wanted to have a custom color folder thing instead of using the CSS to customize. I wanted it to be easier for me. Easier. Alright, and then it would be there. But I don't have it coded to work right now because I'm kind of lazy. Alright, moving on. Community plugins, browse. So next one that we have is better word count. So we have that enabled, and create buttons. So learn commands and open links by clicking on buttons. So I don't know what this one is. Find. What is this called? Come on. Who is it made by? M project. So M. No, it's not there. There's no real. Is there? So usage. The quickest way to get started with buttons. Use the button maker. You can open the button maker from the command palette. Keep forgetting how to open command palette as well. I haven't used Obsidian much. I'm just starting out. That's what we're learning. Let's see how to open it. Control P. Yeah, see. Click on the three dots in the top right corner of the interface. So top right corner. And then where is it? It said open command. Hold on. Select command palette from the drop down. Yeah, that's not there. That's not there. Okay, yeah, so it's not there. That's fine. Alright, next. So we're not gonna do that one. We're gonna do the next one. The next one is browse community plugins. So next one that I have is calendar, simple calendar widget. So calendar, you know, it's right there in the corner. This one hasn't been updated in 4 years because the developer of this works for Obsidian. It literally works for Obsidian. You know what? No. Command palettes. Let's go here. Use command / control plus P. Hotkeys. Control plus P, which is what I do. Control plus P. And now it works. Okay. Whatever. So basically, go here. Community plugins. Buttons. So real quick, buttons was updated a year ago. So buttons. So now hotkeys. Button maker. Shift 3. So shift 3. Let's call it home page, right? Link open, link open a URL, insert create notes, insert create a multi-purpose inline button from other buttons, text. I think it's that one. Insert button. What the? Okay, so what I would do is, well, first off, delete it, Control P, button. So now we'll call it home page, right? Command, run a command prompt command. Homepage, open homepage. There we go. So, insert button. So now if I click on that, there you go. Yeah, okay. That's very useful actually. So, that's very useful. Holy shit. We call this buttons plugin. That's so useful. In fact, yeah, so bloop, right to homepage. Cool. Huh. Can I just like, hold on a minute. Experimentation time real quickly. No, wrong thing. Experimentation time, please. So what if I just did? Okay, can I do it like that? Interesting. Okay. That's useful though, because now, can I just delete that? Oh my god. Can I do another button? So wait, how do I do... So how do I edit the current button? So Control P, button maker, right? And then select the button type. Create a multi-purpose button, purpose inline button. So I think what I want to do is this one, and then I want to no, what we want to do is plugins. No, so not a link. So I guess run a command is the thing. Question is, where will we go from here? No. There is something, but I don't know what it was. I need to do... No. Open, right? Open. Let's do recent files. Yeah. And then it opens the recent thing. Not bad. So I'll do that and then go to home page or back to buttons real quick if I need to. And the home page right here. And then bloop. Opens the recent. But if I need the recent again, do that and then home page. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we did 5 plugins so far. If I do all 45, it's gonna take a long time for me because I have to learn each and every single one of them. But like I said, I will show all of them for right now. So these are all 45 plugins. Some of them clearly aren't working, and some of them are. You can pause to look for each of them if you want. Almost all of these were very useful at the time. I will show one more. So the waypoint one. So what I would do is percentage waypoint percentage, and then just like that. Now what did that just do? Well, it basically made links to every single one of the notes that I have here. And why is this useful? Well, you see how I have a home page right here? And we go to home page, I have my home page thing for the waypoint. So if you don't want to keep opening up like that every time and you want everything to look very neat and closed up like this, what you could do is, well, go to your home page. So let's go back. Let's say I'm in plugins right now and I don't want it to be in plugins. Let's go to home page real quick. Instead of opening up the file like that, I just click on home page, and this is my waypoints, so it knows all of my links and all of my things right now. I don't even need to show that right now if I want to, but I will. And then yeah, so if I were to show you my folders right now, this is how it all looks. And then I click on home page. So now home page looks like this. It's a mess right now, and it makes sense. There's not really much that I have in it right now. But now I can go to plugins. So why is this useful, you might ask? So if we go to plugin experiments again, so instead of me opening up the folder and seeing this long list, I would have right here all of it organized. So now what I could also do with the waypoints is I could choose what I want. So show folder notes and all this stuff, use wiki links and everything. You can basically modify everything that you want. Number of spaces for indentations. If spaces are used for indentations, the number of spaces that will be used. Waypoint flag, text flag, triggers waypoint generator and a folder note. Must be surrounded by double percent sign right here. Landmark flag, text flag, that triggers landmark generator. Must be surrounded by double percent. I don't know what the landmark one is. I'm kind of curious. I didn't use the landmark one before. So what if I just did I'm assuming the landmark one just like made it better. Oh, okay, I also have the previews thing on, I think. Hold on. Hover an internal page. Yeah. This is my core plugins. Yeah, so my preview thing. Well, actually, I didn't know I had that, but so yeah, so plugin. So this is a waypoint plugin, and if I do a note real quickly, new note, waypoint plugin, what it does. So, and I'm going to do that. So what it does is I will basically, so waypoint, I will copy this real quick. So give me plugins, go to waypoint. So waypoint do, right? So it categorizes, right? So this is very useful, just a heads up. And yeah, that's what it does. And if I just do, if I just do a percentage waypoint percentage real quickly, and let it, yeah, so you can't do it in a note, but if you were to do it in, say, a folder, say, let's say a new folder, waypoint test, and then I were to do a new note, and then percentage waypoint percentage, and let it do its thing. Right. Can I create a waypoint in a note that's not the folder note? For more information, check. Okay, so basically when you make the waypoint thing, community plugins, when we go all the way down, so do you use folders to categorize your notes, in which the Obsidian would show certain folders in the graph view? Do you hate having to keep track of tags and links every time a file is created? Do you want to decide what folders should be categorized without creating index files for every folder? Waypoints is a plugin that automatically generates it. So basically, let's say I do a new folder, waypoint test again, real quickly, and we do a new note, and then test waypoint, and then we do another note called, right? Next we would go here, percentage waypoint. We need it to be capitalized, and it's not working. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? What the? Hold on. This is a folder where I keep my projects. Waypoints and the implement on generates tables. So within a folder note. A folder note is any note with the same name as its parent folder. First, install the plugin Waypoint. It's currently being reviewed for inclusion in the community plugin list. Once it is accepted, you'll be able to install it directly within Obsidian. Generate a waypoint by editing a folder note. A note with the same name as its parent folder, and typing in the waypoint trigger. So what I would do is this, and then it'll be waypoint test again. So then percentage waypoint percentage, and there you go. Okay, that's basically what it is. So in order to use it, in order to use a waypoint, so you can have a markdown folder like I do with one of my plugins, or you can have just a folder, and then you have a note that has the same exact title as the folder, right? So the name would have to be the same, and then it would work. So what do I mean by that? Is we would go here, plugin experiment, right? And then you would go to plugin experiment. Well, guess I can't do it because this is already made. So first I'll delete those. So next, so waypoint plugin. So basically, like I said, so basically you would have to have the same. So for the waypoint plugin, what you would basically have to do is you would have to have the notes, right, within the folder have the same name as the folder note, as the folder's name. So see how the plugin experiment says the name? That's the exact name you would have for the note. If not, you would have the plugin like I do, where the folder would also be considered a note, and then you would go to here and you would type begin waypoint, right? So percentage begin waypoint percentage, or capital waypoint, and it'll work, and it'll basically make the links to each of your folders. And then you can click on one and you're inside, then you go to next, and go to next. And yeah, you have all your stuff. Really good. Okay. Now, one more thing I want to show you guys is the graph view. So, did it work is the big question. So if I were to go to plugin experiments right now, plugin experiments, click on that. Yes, it works. And how do I know it works? So if I go to plugin experiments right here, I would also drag this away from everything else. Right here, see? How do I know this is working right now? So I need to find a plugin that lets me move this away from others. But basically, how do I know? Is that plugin experiments right there. After we close all this, collapse it all. So plugin experiments is right here. If I open it up, advanced slides and all that stuff is all connected to it. So beauty tab doesn't go away, doesn't work. Advanced slides right here. See, it all works. So this is good news as well because now it's its own little bubble and it works. Now, is this good or bad? This is a very good thing actually because it means that the plugin is perfectly fine and working the way it was intended. Now, this is good. Is this useful? What is this useful for? So, like I said, it's useful for keeping your links to each of your notes and basically making a home page for each of your folders. So instead of having to go through clicking open on the folder and then looking for it, you would just have a plugin experiments right here. And it's basically like a home page, and you can just call this a home page right now. And what I could do plugin home page, right? And then, whoa. No. I need this like that, and then, that's not gonna do it. I think, no, it's not gonna, damn it. Oh well. I wanted the little space, but I guess I can't do the space. But yeah, so basically plugin homepage, and then yeah, and then that's basically your homepage. Now, as for this plugin is called CMenu, and it opens up my homepage and bold text and all that stuff. You get buttons at the bottom, and CMenu basically is just a shortcut thing where you can make shortcut buttons, and it'll be right there on your screen. And it's very useful because you can do this and then you can add any button you want for any like setting. I could do a button maker right now, any key, right? And then it would be right there. So if I were to click it right now, it would make a button. So if I were to go to plugin experiments right now, buttons plugin, and then I would do this, we just right, command, it'll be save, it'll be open, no, let's just say home page, right? And then we go ahead and insert button, right? And that's it. Yeah. Although I think I just broke something. Yeah, okay. So make sure you aren't in one of the buttons commandings, but you get it. Homepage, and then I added an extra button, so now I could also rename the file right now if I wanted. And then I could do toggle code block and quotes and internal links and stuff. It's basically useful for quick buttons that you need on your screen. These are buttons that you would have within your notes, and these are buttons that you would have within your screen. Now, I don't think there's anything else that I need to show right now. One more time, I'm going to show the plugins, and I'm going to show how many that we've done so far, which is we've done 1, 2, 3, We've done 4, 5, 6. We've done 6 plugins. Well, we've technically done 7 because I've shown the C menu and then I've also shown the calendar, which is right here in the corner. There is a second calendar right here. This is a very basic one, but I've shown both so far. And then I've shown my 2 plugins, which I will hope gets accepted. But for now is fine. Other than that, I will do a part 2. I will edit the video and I will upload a video for Obsidian showing all the plugins that I have installed. I will make sure to actually set up and make sure all of them work, but I will have a video showing all the plugins and how they work and things. So let's create a folder and just call it. Just checking real quickly. And C menu base. And yes, okay. Now another thing real quickly, my voice is a little scratchy and things because I am sick right now. If I wasn't sick, I would sound a lot better for the video, for the live stream. But other than that, I think you guys can trust all these plugins that I have installed. I tried each of them at least once and I didn't have any issues. But if you guys feel like you want any of these plugins, then, look them up and find the names. And before we do anything, so to enable plugins, real quickly, what you would do is you go to the settings bar. So this is for the beginning of the video. So 3, 2, 1. So if you're looking to install plugins for Obsidian and to try out all 45 plugins that I have, or at least install most of the plugins that you think are useful from my video, what you would do first is you would go to settings on the bottom corner over here where your vault note is. Next, you would go to community plugins that I currently have right now. Next, you would turn on, so restricted mode would be currently off, and you would click enable. Once you click enable, what you would do is you would go to browse, so community plugins. You go to browse, and now it would be either in alphabetical order or most recently released, or sometimes it's on recently updated for you guys. There's currently 2,099 plugins for Obsidian, and currently the best one so far that I have seen and liked based off of reading and examples and watching millions of videos on Obsidian and have used at least one time. I haven't really tried all of them, but I've at least used once to see how they feel. Are right here on the screen. There's 45 of them total. If anyone is interested in any of the ones that I have, then please watch this entire video as I go through all of the plugins and see which ones are the best and which ones are not really the best for you as an Obsidian note taker in the year 2025. Alright, that was my part of the video that I have to do. Okay, just gonna keep that in there real quickly. But yeah, that is it. And liked based off of reading and examples showing all the plugins work. All the plugins. Now another thing, I think, and I tried each of them at least. Guys feel like not better for the video. Wait a minute. If I wasn't sick, I would sound a lot better. But if you guys would do is you go to settings
Okay.
to enable plugins.
So
Anything.
just making sure it's good.
So to enable plugins, real quickly, what you would do is you go to the settings bar. So this is for the beginning of the video. So
Let's see if it's good.
3, 2, 1. So if you're looking to install plugins for
And how far are we into the video? Yeah, okay.
Obsidian and to try out all
Okay,
next
so
you would go to
everything's good. I will experiment with the rest of them off stream, or most likely I'll stream a part 2, and then I will edit the video, and I will show everyone how each of them works after. If you enjoyed the stream at least, subscribe if you're new, leave a like, and comment if everything was good or not. If nothing was useful, then I guess, damn, I'm sorry. If it was useful, then hey, thank you. Yeah, leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and enjoy. This is 2025 first live stream. Peace out.